So y'all do know that men do way more spell work than women do, right? Men go in on spell work, love spell work, or black magic spell work, dark magic spell work. One, for you not to move on. Two, for your finances, control, possessiveness, not wanting somebody else to be with you. Men go in when it comes to spell work. You hear women do a lot of love spell. You can't beat men. Men go in when it comes down to spell work. It's a control thing. It's a power thing. And they're very secretive at doing it. But they will block you. They will try to block you. They won't block you. But they will try to block you. Men go hard when it comes to spell work.
Spiritual sis, I want more women to stop thinking that when it comes to spirituality, most men are dumb. A lot of men are very knowledgeable. You won't even believe it. He might be more knowledgeable than you. Y'all be thinking that only women know how to do love spells and we are the only ones that know how to hex a man if he does us dirty. But what about if you do him dirty? You don't think you can get got? Be nice to people. A lot of these men, they be coming to us getting readings on behalf of y'all. I just want y'all to know, y'all are not safe. Even if his grandma or his mom was the one that taught her and she's a Christian, quote unquote, these Christians be having their little rituals too. Everybody has a little bit of magic in their bloodline now. I want y'all to be aware of that.
I was searching for the perfect. Hey, no girl.
Let me tell y'all something. Y'all would be very surprised to know that there are a lot of men who are very secretive about their practices. There are a lot of men who are conjure men, root doctors, root workers, priests. A lot of men who are in secret societies. And they're very hush-hush about it. And women are not the only one who do love work, who do binding work, who also do hex work or whatever. So that little ritual y'all be doing in the bedroom, be careful, because you probably think that you're de-whipped, but in actuality, you are working with him to create a whole ritual. But anyways, I just wanted to shed light on that.
I've been trying to tell y'all, men practice magic too. They may not call it witchcraft, but they understand alchemy. They understand dark matter. They understand harvesting energy. A lot of y'all faves got to the top by harvesting energy from the women that they sleep with. And they practice in a much different way than women, as some may be trying to heal their past traumas and elevate their life. No, some of them are out for blood. Okay, they want to be top dog, they want to be the most powerful, and they will do it by any means necessary. In a lot of our workings, we may say, with harm done to none. They want it by any means necessary. I say all that to say, be very careful. You never know who's practicing magic for the wrong reasons, but be extra careful around overly spiritual men from the deep south, hood niggas, and men who are really into the sciences, because they might just have you in a jar.
So I want to give y'all a little update on a warlock. I know some of y'all be wondering why you can't leave that man alone and why that man has multiple women and why multiple women just won't stop bothering him or sleeping with him or being in love with him. It's a warlock. And a lot of people think that it's just women that do spell work and that do sorcery and that do witchcraft and root work and hoodoo and voodoo and all this stuff and voodoo. And I'm here to tell you, you're wrong. In fact, what if I told you that there are more men that practice magic than it is women? Yeah, your pastor probably telling you that I'm wrong, but then again, he is probably a warlock himself. And I mean, these warlocks, when in the bedroom, that is their sanctuary. That is their cathedral, and their penis is usually going to be their wand. You're probably going to catch him talking to it while he's in the shower, and you're going to think he's rapping a song, but he's really singing to his wand to empower.
I cannot believe this, but story time. I'm just so mad at myself because I had a fucking feeling. I had a strong fucking feeling. But I just said, you know what, I'm delusional, ain't no way, but tell me why. I literally just found out this guy that I've been dating, this man is putting spells on me, and he cooked dinner for me. I ate the dinner. Oh, I ate the fucking dinner, guys. And he, like, straight up told me that he went to go see this mystical lady. and that he got all these herbs and he put all these oils on, and that he fucking did witchcraft on me. It's just crazy because, like, literally, him, more specifically, like, on my roster, I will just randomly think about him, like, just randomly, just more often than usual. And it was one of the reasons why I even went to his house for him to cook for me and stuff. And, like, this is not a first date cook, a second date, third date cookout. Like, we've known each other for months. So don't think like, oh, she just went over to this man's house and let him cook for her. Like, that's dusty. No, it's been a minute. So I'm like, okay, yeah, he wants to do something nice. And, you know, he'll like make me breakfast and coffee and all this stuff whole time. And I don't want to get too graphic, but just know, like, he also tried to do sex magic on me. And then I was like already alert after he told me that. I was like, I cannot believe this shit. And it makes a lot of sense because, like, he wears crystals. What makes this dinner like extra special is that he was so adamant about cooking for me. Like, before, like, if I tell him, like, oh, I want to do this, or I want to go here, or, like, whatever, he has no problem. He's like, all right, let's do it. He doesn't say no. But this time, more specifically, he was like, no, like, I need to cook for you. Like, I want to cook for you. Like, I want to do, pretty much, like, do something nice. Like, something thoughtful. I'm just thinking about it, guys. I'm so fucking annoyed right now, dude. Oh, my God, this motherfucker got me, bro. Oh, just wait till I get home. Okay. He told me, guys, like, straight up, because at first I thought he was playing around, like, oh yeah, like, I put a spell on you, blah, 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 and then he was like, no, like, I be saying chance, like, I say chance. I looked at him, and I said, is that the reason I'm here right now? And he just, like, smirked at me. And I was like, yo, I'm done. I'm not dating anybody no more. I'm single forever. I'm over it now, guys. Mind you, there's, like, more of a backstory, but there's more of a backstory on him specifically, why the universe sent me him. But now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know, he might have, like, manifested me into his life, now that I'm thinking about it. It's just crazy because, like, I would find little weird things at his house every single time. Like, a lot of people have this stuff. I found sage at his house. I found, like, these, like, African type, like, statues. I found tea light candles at his house. And I haven't, like, really went digging, because I don't do that too early. You know what I mean? This was, like, early on. I found all this shit in his house. And there's, like, other things that he's done stressing me out right now. I can't talk about that are, like, more graphic. That I'm just thinking, break. No. I really feel like he's just been plotting and planning this entire fucking time. Mind you, this is also somebody who, when I went to Vegas like a month ago, 2 months ago, and he showed up at my hotel. Same exact hotel I was staying at and everything. I walked into the lobby and he was just standing there. Like, it's like he was waiting for me. But he told me last night before he served the dinner. See, now it's coming back. Because you know when you're drunk, guys, it just goes out of your mind. But he told me at dinner, he said, I've already done a lot of research on you. Like, I know everything about you already. And I just really feel like he's trying to trap me all and he's trying to keep me stuck. It's going against my free will. I just want you guys to know this is like a warning message because men do witchcraft. And I've talked about it before on my page, and I think that's why I'm like freaking out. I'm hella protected. How was I already talking about this on my page? I was already prepared for this shit. I noticed little things, but I didn't say anything. And that's another lesson too. Trust your fucking gut. Trust your intuition, y'all. Please. Because if I didn't catch on to this stuff, I would have been in a situation where I would have woke up one day and been like, how the fuck did I get here? Literally, he's been like manipulating shit to where it's going in his favor. Oh. Another thing that he said was, you know that we're one now. Like, you know we're like one. And I was like, yeah, like we're one now. Like, dead serious. And then he would just like look at me for my reaction. And I was like, oh. Like, I laugh it off. But I'm just like, this motherfucker really tried to bind me to him. Yo, it's crazy. When I left, right? So I leave this morning. And he's like irritated. And I'm like, why are you irritated? Like, he always gets irritated when I leave. Like, I can tell his energy changes. And it's because he wants to, like, literally keep me there. Dating is ghetto. Dating is ghetto in 2024. Like, you don't even have to worry about normal shit anymore. Cheating, lying. Nah, that's light now. In 2024, that's light. So be warned, ladies. This message is just a warning. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be fine. Y'all know. I got something for that ass. Don't worry, boy. I got something for that ass. I just am happy that I caught it. Because I'm telling you guys, you won't catch it. You'll think, oh, you know, he'd just be doing this. He's just doing that. No. It's to their benefit. It's to their benefit. They know when they have something that they don't need to be walking out of their life. And people will do anything by any means to keep it. So, don't ever think that being a good woman is not valuable. It's fucking valuable. There's so much value to where they will fucking try to bind you to them forever. So, please be careful. Please.
Hello and good day. So I will be in Florence, Mississippi on August the 20th. So if anyone needs any help while I'm in the area, you can reach out, shoot me an email to see if we can catch up, if I can connect with you while I'm there. Now, moving into my story for today. So I'll be going to help out a lady. She contacted me because it was just a lot that was going on. So she set up a Zoom session. So it was a Zoom deliverance session. and immediately I could just tell that she was going through a lot. I immediately started seeing like witchcraft symbols all around her. So when I started seeing that, that's an indication that someone has placed some type of witchcraft on a person, like some type of curse, some type of spell, something like that. Now, in her case, a guy that she was dealing with, this was her boyfriend, she was dealing with him, and it all actually started from a glass of tea. So she was drinking some tea, and as soon as she finished drinking this tea, she immediately started giving her boyfriend, performing oral sex on him. So she said she doesn't know what happened. It's almost like something took over her. She doesn't even know why she did this. And by her doing this, of course, this is what it started. This was opened the door. So to find out he actually placed something, he put something in her tea, and this made her do this. Now, after drinking the tea and after her doing the oral sex, everything just started kind of going haywire. She was feeling different things that was moving around in her body. She noticed that her energy was very low. Started having like a lot of nightmares. Started feeling like depressed with anxiety and just feeling very paranoid to the point like she thought that she was gonna die, like thinking that she wasn't going to make it. He was putting like tracking devices on her car, cameras in the home, of course, to watch her. She started losing weight. She lost like 40 pounds within a few months. So she was just dropping weight. She noticed that he was traveling to New Orleans a lot, and she said she felt like he was going there and it was attached to witchcraft somehow. So of course, she prayed, and Yeshua started speaking to her through dreams. So she had one dream, and she saw a lady pouring gasoline in his mouth, and as he was swallowing the gasoline, flames were coming out of his eyes. She also started getting visions that he was a Satanist. So I started to see that he was a Freemason, he was a warlock, and he had actually put like a love spell on her. So this is something else that I see a lot. Now with these Freemasons, and of course I've made videos about them before. Now most of them don't even know what they've signed up for, especially the newer ones that are not like very high up in it. But he was like 33rd degree, so he's pretty high up. And he said he told her that he was a shapeshifter, and that he had something in him or some type of gift that no one could take. So again, he was a warlock, and most of them that know, of course, they think that they have these powers and they can do whatever to get whatever they want to get. So she said she was asking him, are you doing something to me? Are you placing something on me, spells or curses or whatever? And she said he would just laugh and say, well, why would I do that? Just laugh in a joking manner. So again, Yeshua, the Most High God, continued to show her different things about him. Now, she said, of course, he wears like all of the Freemasons jewelry, and every time she's talking and asking him questions, he's constantly like laughing and saying, no, I'm not doing anything to you. Now why would I do that? So just like I said, making jokes about it. So she said she stayed up for like 72 hours. So that's like 3 days that she couldn't get any sleep. And she said when she couldn't get any sleep, she noticed that almost like it was a vision, but she started hearing things through the vision. So she started hearing like a full conversation that her boyfriend was having with someone, and he was saying a lot of demonic things. So after this vision that she had, she said God told her after he leaves the house that she needs to run, she needs to leave. So that's what she did. So once he left, she packed up and she left. And she left out of the house. She moved out of the home. Now, of course, she's feeling like she's not gonna make it. So I did a deliverance session with her, and as soon as we saw each other on Zoom, she immediately started purging. So I hadn't started praying or anything. Things were coming out of her as soon as she jumped on. So once I started to pray, of course, she started to cough, kind of started to vomit up. You know, it looks like a white substance where the demons are being destroyed. So things started coming out of her body pretty rapidly. These things were moving and coming out. She was telling me how she was feeling like a pressure in her head, and also she said that he was replacing her vitamins with different pills. So he was just doing a lot of stuff to her. So, you know, of course I was praying to push all of this stuff out of her. Now she has witchcraft spirits attached to her, marine spirits, spirit of Jezebel, the spirit of Leviathan, and of course he placed a love spell on her. So I'll be traveling there to get, you know, to help her. Yeshua will free her, and this witchcraft, this love spell, all this stuff will be broken and to be removed.
A lot of people don't believe in witchcraft, and it's actually sad because just because you don't believe in something does not mean that it can't have effects over your life. Even before I gave my life to Christ, I knew that witchcraft was real, y'all. I just didn't know how pretty witchcraft could look, right? Like, we think witchcraft are ghosts and goblins and, you know, all of the things. But sometimes witchcraft can be real pretty. Witchcraft can look like your favorite celebrity. Witchcraft could look like that Rolls Royce you always wanted. Witchcraft could look like the life that you always imagined yourself having. I didn't know that. So back in 2017, I met this dude. He was rich, y'all. I'm talking about filthy rich. Literally showed me a bank account with $100 million in it. He had a Bentley, a Lamborghini, a Range Rover, a G-Wagon, all of the cars. Like, he had money for real. And I had no idea that he was a warlock. Y'all, he was a whole warlock, and he initiated me into witchcraft, and I did not know. For 5 years of my life, I was heavily involved in witchcraft. I actively started practicing New Age practices. And it wasn't until earlier this year God removed the veil off of my eyes, and I was able to see that this man was a whole warlock and his agenda that he had over my life.
Excuse me, hello. Do y'all know that men do witchcraft, voodoo, all that stuff just as much as women do, if not more? Story time. So I remember when I first got with my ex, my sleep started not being so good. So I'm like, Lord, what is going on? Why can't I sleep? I'm tired. You know, I'm starting to get darkness under my eyes. What's going on? So I prayed about it. I said, Lord, why am I not sleeping peacefully? And one thing about it, two things for sure, when I ask the Lord for an answer, he always give me an answer. So one night, we in the bed, we sleeping, and I'm like, you know, I'm about to turn in, I'm gonna go to sleep early or whatever. And only thing I know is as soon as I hit that sleep, like I'm about to be in a deep, deep sleep, I'm like, yes, I'm about to go to sleep. God say, wake up. He said, wake up. Don't move. Keep your eyes closed. Right? Basically, continue to play sleep. And I did just that because when God spoke to me, it shocked my whole body. I couldn't even go back to sleep. So I'm just laying there and I'm like, all right, Lord, what you want me to be up for? Like, what you want me to be up for? So I'm up for like a good 20 minutes just sitting there, laying there. I'm like, all right, Lord, like I want to go to sleep. I want to catch my ZZs. He said, be quiet. Just lay there. And so I'm looking at my ex. He sleep. And so I turn over. I look at my ex. He is still asleep. He giving sleep or whatever. And so only thing I know is I started breathing heavy as if I was all the way asleep. Y'all, why this man leans over and starts spelling and chanting in my ear about how all of my energy is going to be his, how I'm going to be stuck on him. Oh, you're going to be mine. It's literally like spelling and chanting in my ear over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And still to this day, he don't know that I know. The whole time he thought he was laying something down, I was rebuking it and sending it right where it needed to go. Rebuking it and sending it right where it needed to go. It got to a point where I told him, I looked him dead in his face. I said, I know what you're doing and I know who you are. You cannot break me. It will never happen. And I asked him one day, randomly, I said, are you a warlock? This man bust out and started laughing, called his cousin, was like, cuz, you can't believe what this girl just asked me. But that motherfucker never said no. He never said no. Never said no. I told him, you can't break me. It got to a point where everything that he was trying to do to me ended up happening to him. Ended up happening to him. It got to a point where he said, yeah, you know, you're a really strong woman. Like, your spirit, everything about you, you just strong. I know. As a woman, stop being pressed when a man wants to talk to you or be around you. Your only currency that you have with men is your energy and your beauty. If you get with a man and you notice that glow that you had before is gone, or you saw your skin is looking dull, your beauty is fading, he's ciphering your energy and he is ciphering your beauty. That's what he's doing. That's what men take from us. A lot of men don't, okay, they care about the money. They care. But as far as your energy and all that stuff, don't give it up easily. Don't give it up easily. They come around just for that energy. Just for that energy. They want it. They need it. Without a woman's energy, a man ain't worth 2 pennies for real.
When I was a psychic medium, I did something that I called sneaky readings. In this video, I want to talk to you about what happens if somebody is actually doing readings behind your back, casting spells on you, or pulling cards on you. Let me first explain what a sneaky reading is. When I was a psychic, there would be many people that would come to me and ask me about other people, ask me to do readings for them, and I did. All I needed was a name, and those demons would give me information like nobody's business. Thinking back, of course, it actually breaks my heart. The fact that I was doing the demon's work at all is horrendous, but also that it's so disgusting and evil to operate that way on somebody unbeknownst to them. Since I've been saved and evangelizing here on TikTok, the Lord has entrusted me with a ministry to educate and warn and sound the alarm on new age practices and divination, right? So there have been some videos that I made back in the day, and it turned out I had public duet on. I didn't even realize it. Well, oh my goodness. These psychics and mediums got so ruffled. They duetted the videos, pulling cards on me. How many times have you wondered if somebody was saying a spell, casting a spell on you, if they were doing things like this, taking your name and your birthday to the astrologer to have charts done unbeknownst to you? I want to encourage you today and let you know that if that is happening, the solution is still the same. Yes, you may get some spiritual warfare going on around you from this, absolutely. But remember, Christian, that you have the shield of faith, that you have Jesus Christ, the one who has authority over all creation. So if you start to experience this spiritual warfare, you need to get in there with the spiritual weapons that God has given us, which means prayer. Pray to God. Ask him what doors need to be closed that you may have open right now. Ask him to rebuke those devils around you. Number 2, you can do a fast. Fasting is great. It lifts oppression. Okay, I've done it. It's excellent. Number 3, reading the word daily. It's so important to continue to fill your mind and heart with the truth. God's word is the truth. And when you know the truth, you can combat the lies as they start coming at you, because you'll know that they're lies. Number 4, I strongly encourage you to reach out to your pastors. I strongly encourage you to reach out to your brethren. Don't isolate like the devil wants you to do. Don't be afraid to tell somebody what's going on. They're going to pray with you. They're going to pray for you. And that's what you need. I hope this video helped. God bless.
3 ways to free yourself from someone else's energy. Number 1, you can ask Archangel Michael to come and cut the energetic cords between you and the other person with his sword. Number 2, energy follows thought, so you can visualize a protective light or an energy wall around you, acting as a barrier to block their energy from you. Number 3, you can call on your angels, spirit guides, or a higher power to help you release the person's energy and restore your own energetic balance.